Solve the inequality 3 divided by x plus 3 is less than 2 divided by x minus 1. Remember, inequalities you don't cross multiply. So I'm going to get this term, take it the other side. You could have multiplied if it was an equation, but this is an inequality which is rational. You don't cross multiply. So this is going to be 3 divided by x plus 3. Take the other term, the other side would be negative 2 divided by x minus 1. That would be less than 0. Merge this as a single fraction. Get what is on top of the first fraction. Multiply with what is down the second fraction. What are we going to get? That will be 3x minus 3. And then get what is on top of the second fraction. That's a negative 2. Please, this sign applies to the 2. Okay, if it was positive, that would be positive 2. So this negative 2 multiply with what is down the first fraction. Negative 2 times x, that will be negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3, that will be negative 6. And then divide by, multiply the two denominators. That will be x plus 3 and then x minus 1, that is less than 0. Add like terms on top. We have got 3x and then negative 2x. Shekaina, what's the answer? 3x minus 2x. What's the answer there? Yes, okay, x. This name, okay, Caristo. So for Caristo, we're going to do, and then we're going to add negative 3 minus 6. What are we going to get, Caristo? Negative 3 minus 6. That will give us what? Just open the mic and you can speak.
Okay, negative 9.
Negative 9. Very good. Negative 9. And then divided by x plus 3, x minus 1. For someone who has just joined, what we are having is to solve this inequality. And we are just saying that for inequalities, you don't cross multiply. So we have just taken this term this side, it became negative. And then what we are just doing is merge this as a single fraction. I know from high school we know how to merge a fraction as a single fraction. Okay, so we are at this point, we have merged it as a single fraction. Now friends, from this point, equate everything to 0. Please don't cross multiply. Equate everything you can see to 0. Start with the one on top. X minus 9 equate it to 0. So say x minus 9 is equal to 0. So I'm going to find that x is equal to positive 9. And then get also x plus 3, also equate it to 0. So I'm going to find that x plus 3 is equal to 0. So that will give you x being equal to negative 3. Also get this one, equate it to 0. We're going to find that x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is going to give you positive 1. Yes, Caristo.
Okay, I wanted to ask you something. It's clear. It's clear now. It's fine.
All right, great.
Just go ahead.
Great. Okay, now from here we are going to make a table. Very, very important. We are going to make now a table. I'm putting 3 lines because we have got 3 values of x that we have found. And I'm going to also write these 3. There should be 3 spaces there because we have got 3 factors that we need to put there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll get first this one on top, which I equated it to 0. I put it here, x minus 9. I'll get also this one, x plus 3. I'll put it here, x plus 3. I'll also get this one, the x minus 1. I'll put it here, x minus 1. Okay, now we have got 9, we have got negative 3, we've got 1. Please, this thing you're able to see is a number line. So start always with the smallest. If you start with the biggest, you get it wrong, and I assure you'll get it wrong. So the smallest is negative 3, that's the one I'll write first, followed by 1, and then 9. So when I equated x minus 9 to 0, I found positive 9. So meaning that for this factor, 9 is going to be a demarcation of signs. What happens if I use values of x greater than 9 I put in here? Like a 10. 10 minus 9 to give me a 1, and 1 is positive, meaning that is going to be positive for all values of x greater than 9 for this factor. Immediately I cross 9, it will always give me negative because I've crossed the demarcation of signs. When I equated x plus 3 to 0, I found negative 3. What happens if I use a value of x greater than negative 3, like a negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, those are greater than negative 3. I'll get a 0 put here. It will be 3. And you know 3 is positive. That for anything greater than negative 3 to be positive. Since negative 3 is the demarcation of sign for this one, meaning that immediately I cross negative 3 to be negative. When I equated x minus 1 to 0, I found positive 1. What happens if I get values of x greater than positive 1? I put here like a 2. 2 minus 1 is positive. So meaning that it will be positive as long as I'm greater than 1. Immediately I cross a 1, it will be negative. Okay, now remember this factor, the x minus 9 is dividing with this. So I'm interested in the quotient of signs. Quotient is just division. So I'm interested in the division of signs. Negative over negative over negative, or you can say negative times negative times negative, it will give you negative. Negative times negative, it will give you positive. Negative times positive, it gives you negative. Positive times positive, that would be a positive. So before I say anything more, are we okay up to this point? Are we okay? Do we have any question? All right, I hope that is okay, because Caristo, are we clear here?
Very much clear. Very much
All
clear.
right, all right. And then remember this one, we're interested in values of x less than 0. And values of x which are less than 0 are negative, meaning that our solutions are going to be from here going in this direction. Okay, and then from here up to here, that is where it's negative. So we can now write the solution set. So solution set is going to be equal to, now when you're writing, always start with the smallest. You've seen where the arrow is going, it is going to negative numbers, and that is to negative infinity. Like you don't know where it will end, so just say negative infinity. So we're going to say the smallest value of x is negative infinity, and then you are going to go and reach at what? Negative 3. So you write negative infinity comma negative 3. Since this is open, why is it open? Because this is just less than, not less than or equal to. Okay, so we're going to put like that. We'll use these brackets, and then union, we also have from 1 up to 9. They are also open. You can see here these are open, so we're going to put also like this. So this is the solution set for this question.